And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Joey's Garage. And we are talking text, geek speak, whatever you want to call it. I haven't figured it out yet, but we're back in the man cave working on the computer. This was a question that I had for people, or people asked me really, of editing. And I've done other things like how to save to computer, audio, fading, this and that, but I haven't done one just about basic editing. So that's what I'm going to do today, in theme with my Back to the Basics. So if we look over at my computer, you would see I have the video files that I'm going to put into my newest video that I need to edit. So I'm just going to select all of them, so Shift A or Shift and then click it, and drag them into the into the PowerDirector 14, which is the audio or the video editing software that I use for Joey's Garage. I found it the easiest. There's other ones I paid man, $50 for it. I forgot. It was something for Thanksgiving. It was half price or whatever. So I just grabbed it, and it's worked out for me. I don't do a lot of fancy stuff, but the basic stuff I found it does very well. So first thing first, I have all 4 of my videos. Some of them aren't really ready to use yet. Like these first 2, they're the close-up shots that I take before or after when I want to use something that or want to show something that it's hard to see when I'm actually recording, so I do the close-up shot so I can cut to those things and then cut back. So I just have right now is going to be my intro. You can see right there I'm getting ready, and just in case anybody's wondering, yeah, I just walk up to the computer camera. No one else is there with me. Just hit record and you walk up to it. So this is going to be my title screen. So I'll separate that, and then I come in here, and that's going to be part 2, or kind of the results, kind of that kind of thing. So it's a separate scene, so I have the 2 scenes all together, and an intro, and I'll have the exit, and that's going to be it for the clip. Easy one. Easy, easy, easy. So next, I need to add in my titles. Since a lot of people, some people do intros where they have animated graphics, they have fancy stuff. I tried doing that, but I don't like it. I just like a title intro screen, about 5 seconds, and then the exit one, and call it a day. That's just my personal opinion. You know, sometimes when I watch YouTube clips or watch YouTube channels, I see a whole bunch of intros. They're fancy, they're semi-graphic, but I'm not going to do all that. So I came over here to my titles. It has the T. If you didn't see that, grab the title that I wanted, which is for my intro, which I called exit, but I just grab it and drag it into the timeline. And same thing for the exit. I'll show you specifically. I have my exit that has smaller, so I can fit in the the clips at the refer to, and I will just drag that in. That's it. So we have a basic rough estimate of what my video is going to be, and which is good too, because you know how long you're going to edit. Usually I keep about 4, 5, 8 minutes. Top is 10. So I know kind of already what I'm at. So if I need to cut out some parts or that. So we are there. Next, I always do, which you can do at the end. I like doing it now just because I like to see how long it's going to be. I'll come over here to my main channel folder where I keep all my stuff, and I will look for exit sound, which is the exit sound. So just from here, which is an easy one that I can show you, is you can drag it. It'll click into the front. So my title will be the same size. I can drag it to the end of the audio clip. And this from here, select them both, right click, link them, just because it makes it look prettier. You don't have to. But now I have my exit screen. So we are just about halfway through. We have an intro that I need to right click on, set duration, and I will bring it down to 5 seconds. 10 seconds is way too long to be looking at my channel, just the logo of it. But I like that place marker there. And there. So now we have a better view. So next, as you saw, I walk up to the camera. I set it on a tripod, and then I have to walk over there and cut out the beginning. So I zoomed in. You can't see it down at the bottom. My video is it's recording, the computer is clipping it off, but it's very down at the very bottom left-hand corner. You'll see a positive and negative. That's where you can zoom in and out. So just from here, I need to go back a little bit when I start talking, and there, perfect. From here, you need to delete that part. So you can go to split, and it'll split off that part you don't want. I'll delete it and bring the beginning up there. So now you'll see the title, 5 seconds we set it at, and then once it really starts playing, I start talking, and there, we are edited up. So from here, what I like to do, which you can always do differently, of course, I like to do the ending. So again, I have that time frame of how big, what type of time I'm working with. So as always, you can see me ride safe and keep 2 wheels on the road. So that's going to be the ending. So the same as the beginning, look for that end, and you can see the audio also. If you look right down there, you can see where I stop speaking. Same thing, write it up to there, split, delete, and I just leave gap because I like it, because then it won't move your whole project. If you fill gap, it's going to move your whole project, and things may get out of whack if you have a lot of stuff. This one I don't, but that's just a habit I like doing, and then I can move them when I want to. Now I can move my end title, or the end screen, up to the edge. So zoom on out, bottom left hand corner, I have those minus and positives. I have a pretty good shot or view of what time frame I am and what I'm working with. 5 minutes, that's pretty good. So now I need to edit the ending of the first clip. So we'll come back over here. I'm talking, gonna go over, and I finish talking, and I leave, man, it's about 2 millimeters. I can't tell what that is. That's usually about where I cut it at. Control T instead of the right click and split, that's a shortcut, and delete that part, and come over here, and I'm talking again, so I need to do the same thing, about the same time frame. Oh, we got a funny face on that one. I'll do that beforehand, or just cut that out a little bit. There we go, that looks good. Control T for split, or right click and split, leave gap. So again, I like to control it, and I will select all since I know that's the ending of the project, and move it on over. So now we need to do a transition. We'll do one real quick. So I zoomed all the way in so I can see what's going on, and it makes it easier to control the transition, and go over to my transition folder. That's the lightning bolt. From here I will fade. So I will grab my fade that I like. I have the other ones, my common ones, or my favorites. There's a whole bunch of them, but again, these are my favorites. And just drag it over onto the timeline between the two, since I like to fade but kind of crossover. But you see, it has a whole huge duration. It has a 2-second duration. I usually go for about 15, not even seconds. I don't even know what that is. Milliseconds. Oh, cancel. Click something wrong. Alright, we clicked on it. If you click on something wrong, just cancel. Cancel, cancel, cancel. And it will stop it. Or you can just undo it. But click just right on that edge. And I'm going to bring it in to 15. Oh, you saw it? There it is. Duration. And I'll zoom in or something. You should be able to see it. The duration that popped up, 14. Whatever that is. Milliseconds or what. I don't know. Now if I zoom back out, I have the final clip. So only thing I need to do from here that I will spare you with and cut through is I need to find where this clip goes. When I'm sitting there at my intro, I'm talking about the product I'm testing, and I say, oh, I'll show you, or I'm going to zoom it in for you. I'm going to cut to that clip, and I'll be able to show it full screen. It's nice and crisp and not blurry and not moving around. And same thing for this clip. I talk about the coolant, how it's at the right gauge or the right height. It has the full when it's cold. Same thing. I'm going to talk about it, point to it, but you can't see that when you are recording with me when I have the camera set up. So I cut to this clip, and then once I get done talking, I'll cut back. So I'll show you that in 1 second. Hold on.
A few moments later.
Alright, so we're back. Away from that. So basically, to explain this as quick as possible so we're not running too long, I'm going to zoom in. I found those 2 spots, but I'll show you how I did it. It takes a while just because it's more of aesthetics of how you like it, but I'll run you through it real quick. First off, I'll grab these two clips and bring them over to the general area. And I already have them marked, but I will show you. So I zoom in, bottom left hand corner, and I have this first one. That's a little too much. I found where I start talking about the coolant. So I'm going to have that first part. Second part is where I found where I want to clip back or cut back to me talking. So I just have it right here. I have that clip selected because you don't want to select the top clip or you're going to split that top clip. You just want to split the bottom clip of your zoom in. So just Control T when that clip is blue, the one you want to split, and it will cut that one and not everything for you. And same thing with this one. That's going to be the beginning. You can see I'm pointing down at the coolant. So right when I say and the coolant level is good, it's going to be zoomed into that one. And then I found the spot where I like where I change my focus back up, and boom, it's back on there. So I'm going to split it, same thing. The one I'm clipping is blue, and I will cut that one also. Last thing is you're just going to mute these. There's no audio on them, but I don't want any double background audio playing. It may get it sound a little weird. So I right click it on it and click mute clip. So I'm just muting that clip. I don't want the audio for that. So there to go. From here I'm just going to click on the ending or the beginning one, and we'll click on home. It'll bring us to the beginning of it. And just normalize the audio real quick. If you haven't seen that clip, I go into a little bit more at the top. I'll put a link to it. And I'm just looking for slight yellow peaks. Sometimes if you zoom in, I don't want to do this too long because I've already done it before. That should be good. Hit the end button. Oh, it was on the video. And the computer froze up. So, but that's hopefully didn't go too long. I didn't talk too much. And hopefully you enjoyed me talking about it. Like I said, if you have any questions, ask me. You know, somebody asked me to do this one, and then, hey, I'm doing Back to the Basics week, so why not? I'll do it real quick. It's an easy video for me. I try not to talk too much, and it's not too much setup. But with that, as always, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for watching. I always appreciate every like, comment, subscription, especially the comments. I love those comments, but don't be hating. Don't be hating. I can take it, but don't be hating. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I have all kinds of stuff that I do. And as always, I always say, and you saw it on when I was editing, ride safe, drive safe, and keep two wheels on the road.